Hello and welcome back to another weekly vlog on this Tuesday. My name is Kristen. If you're new, if you're not new, then thank you so much for joining back in today. We have a ton to do today. I want to prep some food because I have a very busy work week ahead. So I want to do some red beet like feta salad to prepare for tomorrow. So I have dinner like at least half sorted out. And then also we have to prep dinner for today. I have a bunch of computer work today and some appointments later on that I have to attend to. But I thought that it would be fun to show you this red beet feta salad because it's such a delicious and easy salad that's like stores really well for a couple of days. So you can make it very nicely ahead and it's like so delicious and also nutritious. So I'll show you how to do it. So because we are really busy today, I will do an easy dinner. I will do some salmon in the oven. I'll let that thaw throughout the day. And I'll also do some leek veggies and rice next to the salmon. And then we need the red beets. Oops. I think I'll take about like 4, so all of them. And we're gonna start by peeling the beets, then dicing them up, and then just cooking them in water so they're nice and soft. And definitely wear some gloves when you do that because your hands otherwise will be red for the whole day and maybe the day after as well. And I'll wrap this salmon in a towel and let it thaw in the fridge. Oh, and by the way, we have gotten a lot more snow last night, so my greenhouse project is definitely on hold for now until all of this has melted. But luckily, it's supposed to get a lot warmer on the weekend, even up to 11 or 10 degrees. So I hope that on the weekend all of this will be melted and we can prepare for the greenhouse because it's supposed to come already next week. Wow, that is so pretty. And I cubed them up like this. If you cut them into this like fry shape, like I cut these discs and then I cut like these fries out there and then just cube them up, it goes really nicely. And that is a good like size for the salad. Okay, so I've got all my beets diced up. I actually only used 3 beets instead of the 4. I will just use this other beet for like some dinner this week, maybe at the end of the week, like roasted or something. And to this water, I overfilled this like saucepan a little bit, this pot, but it's okay. I'm just gonna add 1 to 2 teeny tiny teaspoons of salt. I'm not gonna use a lot because I will flavor the salad later on anyway. And now we're gonna cook them until they are like nice and soft, but not overcooked, so they should have a little bit of bite to them. I think usually I cook them around 15 to 20 minutes. And while the beets are cooking, I'm gonna cut up these onions. I usually use 1 big onion or 1 to 2 medium-sized onions. You can use also the white onions. I just have these red onions at home, but I'm just gonna dice them up really finely. Now that we've got the onions sorted, we'll take care of the feta and we're gonna cube it up as well. And by the way, I am boiling it on medium heat. Okay, so I've cubed the feta up. You may find that it crumbles. into smaller pieces, and that is completely fine. Real feta does that. And actually, it makes the salad a lot creamier if they are like a little bit crumbly. Ideally, you would put parsley into this as well. I don't have at home at the moment. I think also my freezer is empty. So I might just buy some tomorrow and then put it in last minute, or we'll eat it without. And the beets are still cooking, but I will let them, I will strain them and then I will let them cool completely before adding them to this salad bowl. We can already do the dressing though, it's quite easy. I use vinegar, some good extra virgin olive oil. I like Greek extra virgin olive oil the best. And then the dressing is quite simple. So as I mentioned, usually parsley goes in, but other than that, just some salt and white pepper and a little bit of coriander. That's all. Olive oil, 1, 2, 3, 4. It depends also on how much beets you have, because I have so much beets I'm gonna use 5. And then if you want more, you can always add more. 1 tablespoon vinegar, 2, 3. Might seem like a lot, but it's really not, because the beets, they really need this like kind of vinegary note. And I'm also gonna use 1 to 2 little teaspoons of sugar, just to kind of balance out the vinegar. I never measure the salt or the pepper, so just add how much you like it. I will try to measure it now of how much I use, but I always like taste it and then adjust it. I like a lot of pepper, so I'm gonna use probably 1 to 3 teaspoons. I just find that the pepper gives it a really nice, like, interesting note. Make sure to mix it well, and I can see that I will need a little bit of more olive oil, but I'm gonna put that in after I've put the cold beets in. And then salt. With salt, I'm a little bit more careful, because the feta is also quite salty, so I don't use that much. I need to refill this. And approximately 1 to 2 teaspoons of cumin. I'm gonna use 2 now. And then you would use the parsley also, like finely chopped up, like a whole bunch of parsley. It's really good in here. Can only recommend. So in this dressing now went 4 to 5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I had 2 tablespoons of coriander, sorry, teaspoons of coriander, 1 to 2 teaspoons of salt, and about 3 teaspoons of white pepper, 4 to 5 tablespoons of vinegar. Usually you would use a whole bunch of parsley as well. Like I said, I don't have that at home at the moment. I might add that tomorrow if I will get some from the grocery store. But you can adjust this dressing really however you like. It's a very simple dressing, and my beets are ready. I always taste them to make sure they have the right consistency. Like I said, I want them a little bit al dente, I want to say, like have a little bit of a bite still, not be too soft, like not overcooked. Maybe 2 more minutes and then I think they're good. I've strained my beets, and I also rinsed them with cold water to just make them cool down a little bit faster and stop the cooking process. But while these are sitting here and completely cooling down, we can already start by chopping up this leek. I washed it already. I'm just gonna cut it into like rings. I do like this green part a lot as well. I just cut the ends off, as you can see. And then we'll just saute it with a little bit of butter, salt in this pan, and add maybe some cream, like cooking cream. And I'm just trying to get a nice browning onto them before I'm adding the cream. So can you see this nice caramelization also at the bottom? When you have that, you want to add your cream. I'm not gonna add so much. I'm just gonna add about like half of this container, which is 200 milliliters. And this is with 15% fat. I'm just gonna let this cook down just a little bit until it thickens up. And then I'm gonna turn it off and reheat it in the evening. I've also put some salt and white pepper in here. I'm also just adding a little bit of water so it cooks down longer and the leeks get nice and soft. Okay, so finishing off the salad, the beets have now completely cooled. Just gonna add them and then give it a good stir. Okay, let's taste test. That is delicious. Honestly, if you're feeding only 1 to 2 people, half of the recipe will do as well. Or you can eat it for lunch, which is what I will do tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I will have it for lunch because it does store really well for a couple of days. And yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna cover it. It doesn't need anything else. It tastes so good, like really rich, earthy flavor, but not too earthy. Actually, the beets, they get quite sweet when you boil them, so it's really good. Definitely try it and definitely add some parsley. And we're gonna have that for dinner tomorrow, and I'm gonna do some like meatballs next to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna cover it and then pop it in the fridge. I'm also gonna call these leeks good for now. As it will cool down, it will thicken up a little bit more, and also when I will reheat it in the evening, then it will thicken up even more, and they're really good right now. So that's it for right now. I've got to get some computer work done and also get to my appointment pretty soon. But I will see you back in the afternoon, and then we'll do the fish together, and I will show you how everything turned out. Also, if you remember the spring container we planted together, the plants look a little bit crispy. Quite tragic, but I think they're just done. Okay, so I just got done with my appointment, and now we're at the grocery store. We're actually at Lidl, and I think I'm just gonna pick up some things and also parsley for the salad because it's just so good. Like, it's too good not to put it in there. It makes like a little bit of a difference when it's in there versus when it's not. So I definitely want to get some parsley and some other little things, and I'll see you inside. Oh look, they still have the berry bushes. This is where we got the red currant bare root plants from. They still have them, and actually they have some apple trees now too. These are so cute. I think we might have to get one because we need some more house plants. Oops. Dill is also really good in that salad, but I'm just gonna take some parsley right now. We've gotta take some toast home. I like this kefir toast a lot. They also have this mini toast. I'm not gonna buy it, but it's so cute, especially if you do like little appetizers or something. I always love when they have these like international weeks. This is like, I think, from the Spanish weeks. And these are actually glass jars. That is so nice. The German side in me definitely really likes this ham. And it's on sale, so I'm gonna take 2 packages because I think it's good until May. Yeah. Also, they have these really pretty pillows. I have been actually debating on getting one of these or two of these for the couch. They have they are so soft actually. I don't know. They're only $7.99. What do you think? Should I get two? But I only have one of this one left, and then the beige ones. I don't know. Let me know if I should get one of these. They also have a lot of flower bulbs. Might actually pick some dahlias up. Is that for the dahlias? That's a really good price because there are 3 tubers in there. We could take one home. This happens when you only want to get 1 to 2 things, but you have some time on your hands. And they have all the Easter stuff out, but I'm trying not to buy anything yet. And their organic plain yogurt is the best. I truly love this one. I might have to take some home. At least one. First. Okay, so we've got everything we wanted and more. And now we're gonna go back home. I've got to get more computer work done. And I'll see you in the evening. Welcome back. I am ready to make the fish now for dinner. Christo's home already. He came a little bit sooner than I anticipated, but that's fine. We are just gonna start doing the fish now. I'm just went very quickly to the garden to pick up some rosemary that hasn't died over the winter, luckily. I think it's because we had such a mild winter. But I'm just gonna take 1 to 2 sprigs of rosemary, and then I will wash it inside. Or maybe 3. Let's do 3. Okay, I'm gonna call that good and just give it a really good wash inside. And also the snow has largely melted already since this morning, so that's good news. Okay, so I've got my salmon here. There is a little bit of olive oil under it. Now I'm just gonna take some pink Himalayan salt and just sprinkle it on top. I would use flaky salt, but I don't have flaky salt at home. I like to season my salmon as purely as possible. I don't know why, I just like it a lot better that way. So I'm gonna use as few ingredients as possible. Then we'll take some crushed black pepper, and I'm gonna use quite a bit of it. So there's a nice like black pepper crust on it, basically. I do love pepper. I don't know, I'm a big pepper fan. Okay, I think I'm gonna call that good. Then I will take a lemon and I will cut it into rings and place the rings on the fish. And I will also take like the edges of the lemons and squeeze out the lemon juice just all over the fish. And now our washed and cut lemon slices. Bless you. And now we're gonna squeeze these edges on top of the fish. You can use 1 to 2 lemons. It depends on how lemony you want it. Sometimes I use more, sometimes I use less. Now our rosemary sprigs that I cut from the garden, fresh just a few minutes ago. Some of these leaves have frost damage, as you can see, but it doesn't matter because it goes in the oven anyway. It's just about the essential oils. And this rosemary actually has a little bit of a sage aroma too. I think it was also advertised like when I bought it last year as like a sage rosemary. It's really good. And now we're gonna wrap it up and then put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 200 degrees. And I also, before I wrapped it just now, put about 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil on top as well. So we've got brown rice and the leek vegetables. Now we're gonna take our fish. It's perfectly cooked now. It has been in the oven, I think, 45 minutes because it was quite thick in the middle. So that's our fish. It's beautifully cooked, but it comes right off the skin, as you can see. Just gonna take this fillet. It's so tender. And plate it up here. Bon appetit!
Bon appetit, monsieur.
Hello and welcome back on this Tuesday. I am home now and I had such a busy day at work today. So when I got home, I was so appreciative that we actually meal prepped the salad yesterday. That took such like a big weight off my shoulders. And I definitely plan on doing a little bit more meal prepping just to make life easier. I also added the parsley to the salad like I said I would. And I already tried the salad and it's amazing. You've got to try the salad. And then also I just fried up some sausages. And so now I'm just waiting on Crystal to get home so we can enjoy dinner together and just relax on the couch a little bit. Also, I've got my 9th allergy shot today for my hypersensibilization that I'm doing. And I'm tired from it, but I feel like it's getting better every time. So that is great news for me as well. That means it's working. But I'm so hungry, so I'm gonna get dinner on my plate now. What's up, you guys, and welcome back on the Saturday morning. We are about to pick up a lot of lumber to start building my 3 new raised garden beds, and also we are about to pick up cement from the hardware store for the foundation. We already took some bricks from Chris's home, and we are trying to start the foundation today, and I will give you a review probably in another cozy garden video that I'm doing, of where I'll show you also the building process, and then I'll give a review of how easy it was to build. Of course, it has to be taken with a grain of salt because I have kind of like professional builder with me, but I think maybe if Crystal wants, he can also give his opinion on how easy it was. But yeah, we're almost at the hardware store now, and I'll update you later. So at the hardware store, I also picked up some wood oil to paint our pergola. It was much needed, as you can see. And while I did that, Crystal started already with the foundation of the raised beds. So as you can see, I've got done with about half of this. We have decided, Crystal and me, that we will take these wooden beams here away and replace it with polycarbonate. It is a pain in the ass to paint these because of the different like angles, and there's a lot of surface area, but also because we want to put polycarbonate there, and then it's kind of like not a greenhouse, but you know, an outdoor area that we can enjoy. So we're gonna do that. Not today, definitely. We don't have the polycarbonate anyway, but I'm gonna continue painting this side, and the bucket is already half empty. So we definitely have to get some more stain, like wood oil. Luckily in this bed there is actually no, we're not growing any food. So it doesn't matter if a little bit of this wood oil gets in there. For the raised beds, we are gonna preserve them by flaming the wood, like heat treating it. So it gets charred, and that naturally kind of preserves the wood. But I really like this color actually of this wood oil. Like once it dries, of course, because the wood is kind of like dark gray, blackish already, but it does dry like pretty nice brown, like you can see here. it does look a lot better than what it looks right now. So I'm quite happy with that. So, Krista, what are your plans now for this?
Well, since it's all kind of vaguely marked out, all we're gonna do now is put some plastic on top.
This one.
Yeah, that one. For me, not to get too muddy, and also to keep the concrete from just going away if I put it on top. So there will be a little kind of base running below the stones, the bricks that we're gonna put up, and yeah, and the bricks on top of that, and on top of that, wood like that, which will be burned. Yes, very magnificently.
Okay, guys, so my bucket of wood oil is empty. I did get this far. You can clearly see the difference to before. I got also this baseboard side down, and I also done. Sorry, not down. And I also got the flower bed done. It does need like a second coat in some places, but I just don't have more stain at the moment. I will get new one probably next week. I did also pull out the rosemary, as you can see, just because it did survive the winter and I don't want it to go to waste. You can see it's still alive and the root structure was very much alive, even though this one looks dead. Just the leaves are like dead, but the root structure is still very much alive. So I'm gonna pot these up for now, and then later on when we get the garden beds, I will probably find them a more permanent home for this year. And then Crystal right now is mixing the concrete that will go under or between, I'm not so sure, these bricks, so they are really anchored down. He did draw it out really nicely here. You can see it's like a tripwire. But yeah, so this is the first garden bed that we're building here. Then there is about, I think, 80 centimeters or something in between the garden beds. And then here is the second one. You can see like I took the spade and I kind of like went around it already some time ago, and here's the fourth one. And the first one, we're gonna keep it for this year just because the garlic is growing in there at the moment. But we will renew this garden bed probably next year in the spring, so it will look the same and it will have a much more natural color with this like charred wood than this gray wood. I don't know why we painted it gray. There is like a foil inside just so none of the paint actually goes into the food. It's not painted on the inside, of course. There's a crow. It's saying hello. Hello, Mr. Crow. Yeah, so I think I gotta help Krista now with this project. I'll put you on the stative and then we'll see each other. What's up, you guys, and welcome back on this Wednesday. I just wanted to show you how far I've gotten with painting the pergola. I did pick up another bucket of paint on Sunday, then I painted like kind of the rest of it. I didn't vlog it, but I did paint the front parts here and these kind of columns. You can see it looks really nice, the paint, or the wood oil I should say. I mean, it is paint, so. And I painted the rest of this side, and we actually removed these wooden beams. You can see these were here. We removed them. We might use them for some other garden project. And it has rained at least twice already, and the wood oil is holding up really nicely. Then I've also painted these wooden beams. We have decided to leave these in just to give a little bit of like shadow, because the sun is coming from here in the afternoon. But I think it looks so much better, the pergola, with the paint on. And unfortunately the raised beds are basically a pool at this point, but we will finish them, at least this one, this week. On the weekend it's supposed to be beautiful weather on the weekend. I think up to 13 degrees and sunshine. And my greenhouse was supposed to come today, but I got the call from Bauhof that they're not able to deliver it today, because they have so much stuff to be delivered and it didn't fit in the truck anymore. So we agreed on like this Friday for it to be delivered. And actually that is a silver lining, because otherwise we would have to store it in the garage, and obviously I want to park my car there as well. So then Friday is a lot better. And I was originally thinking if I would like reschedule it, but it ended up working out. Thank you, universe, for making everything work out for me. And so as for the greenhouse, I did finish digging like this part here up. I think it is a little bit bigger than the greenhouse, but that's good because the foundation like needs to go down anyway, so it's always good to dig it out bigger. And I put the rosemary in the ground here. I put the rosemary in the ground here right next to the cherry tree. We have a lot of tulips popping up already, which is super nice. So yeah, today it has been mostly cloudy, but I have been wishing for sunshine, and I got it right now, so that's super nice. I'm gonna take a little walk now, and I'm gonna close the vlog here as well, so I can keep on vlogging for next week. And as you can see, also Crystal leveled the ground quite a bit with the grass that we dug up, so the garden is starting to come together. Oh, and before I close the vlog, I also wanted to show you that I did pick up a lot of soil from the hardware store. We picked up a bunch of things on Sunday. I didn't vlog because I honestly forgot about it, but I picked up 3 bags of 280 liters of soil. So, and then I picked up another 6 bags of 50 liters of tomato soil. So I picked up over 1,000 liters of soil, which is not gonna be enough for all of the raised beds, so I'm gonna have to pick up even more. I'll probably do that at the end of this week or next week, but they had really good prices on the soil, so that's why I had to snag them. You always gotta get your soil, like I think one 280 liter bag was reduced by almost 7 or over 7 euros. Well, like one bag was something like 10.50 or something, and usually they're almost 18 euros, so it was a really good price. And yeah, I can't wait to be on this journey with you and show you how everything is coming together. And as always, if you have made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Never forget, you are worthy, you are loved. I hope you have the most amazing day, and I hope to see you back on my channel next time. Bye!